You know, I didn't give my picks in episode 1, and I completely forgot about it, first of all. But if I were to pick now, I'd say Mexico might be in the top 3 by the end of this. I mean, I've already said multiple times, I love what they're doing in Australia. I think this is really cool. I never would have guessed that they'd be colonizing right now. But it makes sense. I mean, there's still open land. Oh my gosh, did they colonize Hawaii? No, that's a very similar pink color. I was about to lose my mind. We've got Mexican Hawaii. That would be crazy. I don't believe there's been many Native American wars going on between the USA, CSA, or Newfoundland. They haven't really gone after too many natives. Looks like Newfoundland continues to expand towards the north. Yes, they definitely are. Actually, they're in a war. Jollof, let's see, where is their liberty desire? It's still at 100. So Newfoundland's just waiting. They are just chilling. British Columbia might not technically get their... also, this is its own thing, right? No, this is a colony of Russia. That's right. Alaska is. That's a whole nother thing that we haven't talked about yet. A whole nother aspect of this whole thing is the colony. So, I mean, even Russia could play a big role. I think we did see that in like the Victorian era start. We saw Russia play a big role in the northwest corner of North America. How's Vinland doing? Vinland at 100% liberty desire over for Denmark. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that, and that war ended fast. Prussia ultimately didn't take anything away, did they? Prussia was, did Prussia get more land? I think Prussia was involved in like a small war. They had to have. Yeah, Jollof. British are winning their war over Jollof, and we've got Sokoto. We've got the Ottomans going after that. I think that's Naj. Yep. So they're going to be unifying the Arabian Peninsula very soon, I think. And there it is. Yeah, Vinland's independence. Newfoundland tends to, I mean, when Canada or Newfoundland wants to expand and they're independent, it's usually towards Greenland. Or if you are a member of our channel, Danish Greenmark. That's where they like to expand towards. Finland +3. So they're winning. All they have to do is chill and hope that Denmark doesn't actually send over boats. Oh, Spain won a war with Morocco. When did that happen? They must have also lost something, a little bit of French, a little bit of territory to France. France too. France. I don't know why I was saying that weird. Morocco's continuing to colonize though, which is key for them. They might be actually colonizing quite a bit. The Ottomans need to do the same thing though. I'm really most interested. There's actually a lot of smaller countries that I'm most interested, or I guess less great power countries that I'm finding more entertaining, like the Ottomans, Morocco, Mexico. We'll see if Persia ends up mobilizing. They really need to. Their problem though is I don't know where they'd go after. Khiva maybe? Yeah, I mean, they're going to try to unify inside of maybe modern day Kazakhstan, something like that. Uzbekistan, they'll probably try to grab some of those lands. And yep, the Ottomans are about to peace out with Naj. And there we have it. That's even more territory. Again, these are divided up into provinces. They're not just like massive wasteland anymore, which is good. I actually think they've always not been wasteland, at least inside of the Extended Eras timeline mod. It's still wasteland if you do a traditional 1444 start. You can just colonize the wasteland. I mean, the wasteland can be established as someone's territory if you have the surrounding provinces enough. French Congo starting to grow a little bit more and more. Really curious to see what native tribes in Africa are going to survive. Oh, we've got another Mexico and USA war. 5 war score. Uh-oh. We also have the Brazilians. What are the Brazilians doing? Brazilian and Venezuela nationalist war. Oh, that's why. Mexico did the same thing. They did the same thing. I bet you anything. The CSA started that war with the USA, and Mexico's just like, okay, let's do this. I'm thinking what keeps the United States strong, though, at this point, has got to be that Navy. I think that's what keeps them dominant, although I am seeing blockades happen here. Yeah. So the Confederate States must have really... What is Mexico doing over here? I wonder where did the... let's check where the U.S. capital moved to after Washington, D.C. fell? Where? Oh, well, this is all... Oh, there it is. Dang, I don't know what that is, but I don't know where that is. I feel like such a Californian. I know more probably geography about the world as a whole than I know about the East Coast of the U.S. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. One of these is Vermont here. We've got Maine for sure. I think this is like, geez, New York is like somewhere around here. Don't kill me. New York's here. I don't know what that is. Anyways, you guys know what state that fell upon. People are gonna make so much fun of me. It's not gonna stop now. It will not stop. All right. What are their equivalent war scores now? It's been about a few months. We still have Mexico at 5. British Columbia expanding in their own ways. We've got CSA at 39. France versus Switzerland. Everyone always attacks Switzerland, and it's so terrible. Ottomans going after Yemen. They are not waiting long at all. And then the Russians are going to attack Khiva. Vinland will more than likely get their independence. Hanover is defending them. Smart move of Hanover, and Vinland will for sure become... Hey, whoa. How are you losing this, France? Is Switzerland winning? How? Oh, okay. I think the French were distracted, probably in North Africa. They were fighting Morocco not too long ago, I think. Yeah, they were fighting Morocco not too long ago. Maybe they were just chilling here, and they're like, oh, crap, we got to start moving again. Dang. Look at the Ottomans. Okay, the Ottomans are going to be really interesting. Here's the thing, though. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. The Ottoman-Russian relationship. Because Russia usually is the one to come in there and slap around the Ottomans. Tends to be what happens. Or Russia and Austria do both. Russia's at war. Oh! Persia and Afghanistan are trying to defend Khiva here. This would be a big, big war if Russia loses this. They're dealing with revolutionaries, though. We'll have to keep an eye on this region. There's a 33 stack here. Oh, there's a 40 stack inside of Persia. Okay, well, Russia already has that one, I think. I think they already have that one. CSA pieced out. CSA pieced out. It's time to go. It's time to move. Boom. Oh, my goodness. Yep, this is just going to be a Confederate States of America game in North America, I think. They also, here's the key. Mexico took lands north of Mexico. So Mexico can't just easily walk into and take, like, I mean, they could take California, but they can't take, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. They can't take all of that stuff. That's a tough position that Mexico's put in. And actually, they're starting to lose this now, which is the same thing we saw last time. How is Mexico? Oh, well, they're at 17 war score, but they're going to be forced to peace out soon. Ottomans, 58 war score over Yemen. Portugal, nothing. We've got Russia, 36 over the Middle East. And Vinland has almost enough war score. I think it's either 15 or 25 you need for independence. But they're pretty much going to get that. Let's check on Australia. Yep, the only one that's not colonizing Australia is the British themselves. We already have... Is this an established colony? No, that's still Mexican northern Australia. The Dutch, Terra Australia? Terra Austral. Terra Austral. That's the Spanish colonial term. That's kind of cool. I've never heard of that before. British India still have lots of vassals, so they could make a comeback, obviously slowly annexing that sort of thing, those sorts of territories. Yep, Persia was forced to sever peace, so was Afghanistan. Smart move by the AI to get the British and the Afghans out of it as quickly as possible. Is Tripoli going to remain? Yep, they're being annexed, right? Annexation process, 32.8%. Morocco's continuing to colonize the Sahara. Even if Spain and the French push them down to the south, they can just move over towards Ottomans. Let's see if there's yep, there it is. They're going to form an alliance soon. And it's really the only thing that's going to keep Morocco safe at this point. I don't see how else they can stay safe. Yet Mexico's now at -14. So the USA now has a chance. What they can do is live inside of Mexico. No, okay, never mind. I don't know. They ended up losing land. Live inside of Mexico, Drew. What? Yeah, so so America, I figured if they just attack Mexico, you take northern Mexico away, then you could still exist. Newfoundland looking bigger and bigger. Their font, every time I look at it, is increasing in size. I don't know how they haven't declared their independence just yet. How does the most of the that's weird. Europe likes the Confederate States. Spain and the British. France does not like them. Austria, Prussia. I was gonna say, what do the British feel about the CSA? I think that the Confederate States will probably attack Newfoundland here and Mexico. I mean, they've essentially just replaced the U.S. That's like what they've done. Ooh, pretty big South American war. I don't check on South America as much because South America has the same thing play out inside of it all the time. So, yeah, and bam, Tripoli has been annexed. And as Morocco continues to colonize towards the east, I think it's more and more likely that that they find some sort of alliance. What? Italy, for some reason, is allied to the Ottomans. Okay. Okay, that's you can do that. Thailand versus, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that one. Pretty cool name though. Vinland hasn't pieced out just yet. Russia's at 82 war score. Oh, they're back at war with, oh, is that because of something else, though? I don't know what that is because of, but they might expand into, there it is, they just took half of Persia. This is going to be like a world conquest campaign. There's going to be like a handful of great powers, pretty much. I mean, we've got a huge Qing, a pretty dominant, starting Russia. Africa's up for grabs. Brazil looks pretty good. They just took over, I think, was it Venezuela? Yeah, they took over a lot of Venezuelan lands. Noble rebels popped up inside of Vinland. And we might see, I don't know, there's going to be an interesting relationship between the CSA and Russia. At the moment, they seem fine, but I can't see that existing for a lot longer. The CSA pretty much hates everybody in their continent. They're going to attack Newfoundland, they're going to attack Mexico. They're going to kill the USA eventually. I think Russia can play a big role now. Russia's colony, at least. Which Russia will defend their colony, obviously. I think it's going to depend. It's going to depend on British Columbia, though. Wow, look at Australia. Yeah, so the British, it looks like the British have just given up on this region. They don't care about this continent anymore. They're letting Spain and Mexico do what they want with it. And Terra Austral. Oh, you know what? Mexico kind of stopped their own colonization. I didn't think about that. They pretty much did. It's 1888. And we have a Russian-Sweden war. Okay. They're at -5 already, actually. How is that? Sweden annexed Norway. I just realized that now. I was going to say, there's no way Sweden's going to be able to defend themselves. I didn't think so. Yeah, no, they're going to lose. And Russia might take over all of Scandinavia. Yeah, they definitely might take over all of Scandinavia here. We've got Spain versus who? Spain versus somebody small. Austria now going after Switzerland. Saxony the only one defending that location. Kaf and Ethiopia are under attack from the Ottomans. Did the Ottomans get up another... Did they get up another vassal? Who is that? Who did they call in? I don't even know. Alright, well, anyways, they're attacking Ethiopia. Oh, they're a vassal. The Ottomans must get some sort of bonus for vassalization in this start. They've got to. They're just vassalizing They get so many vassals. It's crazy. Oh, there's a new border between Morocco and the Ottomans. So there might, I mean, there probably won't be any border tension. I don't know why this hasn't formed yet. And it's crazy to me that Italy did that. I mean, Italy's in a good spot. They have France and the Ottomans safe. I mean, happy. So that makes them somewhat safe from Austria and Prussia. I'm wondering if we're going to see like a World War I scenario pop up soon. Russia's at 16 war score over Sweden. We've got Portugal not doing super well in their smaller war. Sweden didn't lose that much, but still a big move for Russia to continue to expand. Russia will probably attack Afghanistan. Maybe the British. See, that's the thing. How does Russia feel about the British? Oh, I love it. People just hate each other at this start date. Like, they can't get up any friends. Belgium change of government. Okay, that is a huge European war. That's a pretty big one. That is just straight up Benelux bringing everybody up in here. Whoa. Okay, that's exciting. This is a government change, Casus Belli. That's strange. Okay, I'm going to go down to speed 4. This is kind of a cool war that popped up. Württemberg, Austria, the Pope, and Hanover, and Belgium versus the Dutch and France. That's it. And all of the French colonies, too. How strong is France, though? We don't know. Now with random development, we do not know. The Dutch look like they're already pretty much occupied, so we could see France lose a lot of territory. We could see Austria expand into eastern France. Technically, since France took over Switzerland, Austria could take over Switzerland. I don't think they would do that, though. They'd probably release it back to the Swiss. Oh, no, Austria took they took a piece for themselves. You greedy, greedy Austrians. That's terrible. How dare you? I'm always going to denounce people that attack Switzerland. That's just not right. What did they ever do? So yeah, this should be a pretty big loss for France. I don't know if they're going to lose any territory, though. This is a government change, but we've seen land exchanges through just government change Casus Belli's. So, 15 war score already. That is a pretty interesting one. What is going on in Spain? Holy crap. Is this peasants? Spain just done goofed. You have done goofed now. You're done. You're not done, but you're not going to be able to fight through this, I don't think. Nope. Well, the peasants are just going to, make it a lot worse. I mean, they're not separatists, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be worse. Keep that in mind, Spain. It could be worse. So I'm loving what's happening in Europe right now. It's kind of a region that I didn't think about too much at the start date, but there's a lot of tension all around with Prussia and Austria being there, and obviously a pretty strong Great Britain. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.